the source of all my pain and the object of my desire, the woman stands under the window 5 floors below and sings out to me, calling out my name. I listen and am unable to stop. A nurse has opened the window, and I am doomed to hear her call. I see her in my memory, in the water waiting for me. I fear that I must follow her, but I must warn anyone who reads this of her. She sits at the bar. A black dress covers her body and dark hair reaches midway down her back. Her dress is revealing, showing her smooth, soft back. I watched from across the bar as she ordered a drink. When the drink came, she turned and looked at me. Her face was beautiful, and she smiled. Her lips were full and excited me, making me eager to meet her. She drank from her glass, and occasionally would glance in my direction, each time a piercing thrill stabbed into my heart. The excitement was beyond what I could bear, but something was stopping me from getting out of my seat to get to her, as if a more knowledgeable part of myself knew the danger that she was. The woman put me in a trance through her glances. I couldn't stop myself when she stood up, and my feet took me along with her to follow. My mind was left behind. Reason and knowledge were gone. All that was left was savagery and primal desire. As I followed the woman, she maintained a distance from me, but she kept glancing back at me, throwing a cunning smile in my direction. "Where are you taking me?" I called out to her. She didn't change her pace, but she looked back, giving another smile. "You'll see." Her face had changed slightly, but nothing to make me leave, only a faint shadow that crossed her features. She took me to the bank of the river. She stopped and pointed at the roaring waters. "We'll go in there." Her voice was brimming with giddy, childlike excitement. In a quick motion, she slipped into the river, her black dress lying on the bank. How had she got in so fast? And where was she now? She was gone. All that existed was the black river, only slightly illuminated by the moonlight. The spell was broken, and I had several moments to escape, but I was polarized in my curiosity and waited for her to appear. Then her head surfaced from the water. Her face was different, and I could tell something was wrong. I started to turn around, but then she began to sing. The song was haunting but wonderful. Pleasure racked through my body, and there was the promise of even more pleasure if I reached her, if I touched her. I began to run towards her against everything telling me not to. Electric pulses of pleasure ran through me as I jumped into the water, swimming out to her. As I swam, I knew my life's purpose was to be hers. She was different now. Her face was sharp and pointy, and her eyes were black without a trace of color. I didn't notice at the time the trance of pure pleasure running through me was too much to contain, blocking out all sense. I was upon her suddenly. I brought my mouth to hers, and my body pressed against her. But I was not met with pleasure, nor the sensation of a body against mine or a warm mouth. The pleasure was denied of me. Rather, I was met with pain, teeth ripped into my mouth, and a tongue wrapped around my own and pulled it out. Instead of a woman's body against mine, a scaly form of a fish pressed against me. Claws ripped into my back, pulling it apart. The pleasure was gone, but so was the pain. Numbness overtook me. I pushed against her and began to swim away. She swam after me, but a wave carried me back to the shore while she was left behind in the river. I was able to walk on the shore, to the side of the street before I collapsed. I was found and taken to the hospital, where I now lie in a cot. I survived by the right flip of a coin. I wish that I had died then. I would not be faced with the agony I am in now. She has found me, and she will not be denied her victory. Her call sings out to me, beckoning me to join her. I've been in here several nights, unable to do anything but lay awake in my bed listening to her song. I do not know how much longer I can take of this. I do not know how long I can resist my longing for her before I leave my window to join her. Tonight, I will join her. I shall be her prey, and I shall join my dark and wicked lover in death. The window awaits. I shall leave through the window to meet with my monstrous and beautiful lover.